I have to say this, Tress. You are the funniest person on the team.
You were eyeballing me first couple weeks. You're like, this freaking dude's got 5. I'm just gonna challenge him to a fight and take it from him. See, in my playbook, I have punt left and I have punt right.
Safety first.
Ladies and gentlemen, season 2 of Hang Time. You asked for it. Yes. You shot me DMs on Twitter. You mentioned me on Twitter. You called out the Commanders on social media. We're back. Is Cheese here? I don't know. I guess you'll have to wait and see. I guess you'll have to watch and see. Season 2, episode 1. Guest number 1. Number 1. Jahan Dotson. Jahan, what's up, man?
What up? What up?
Welcome to Hang Time, man.
Appreciate you having me.
You're not going to hurt my feelings. Have you ever seen an episode?
I've never seen it.
It did not make it to Penn State last year. It was not like, dude, you got to check this thing out. This is just tops. The punter in D.C. knows what's up. Nothing?
Nothing.
Just next time lie to me. That's all you got to do, man. Dude, here on Hang Time, we talk a little ball. We talk a little life. You can ask me any question that you want. Nobody really ever asked me a question, but you're welcome to ask me a question. But just a heads up, I'm going to ask you a lot of questions.
All right.
How you feeling, man? Good?
Feeling good, you know? Yeah. Ready.
Going into week 3.
Yeah.
Couple down already.
Mm-hmm.
Faster than you thought? Slower than you thought?
Sundays come fast.
Fast.
They come up fast. Way faster than I thought.
Had a coach tell me one time, the days are long and the weeks are fast.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
100%.
No doubt, man. Okay, so obviously some good, some bad coming off of Detroit. We like to start the show off just looking at a couple of highlights. Now, one, whenever we talk about some of these highlights, you are playing a lot of the game. Mm-hmm. Did you know that I'm not? A lot of the game I am chilling. And most of the fans want it that way, and I'm cool with that. I get it, but you understand I have to punt if it's 4th down.
Right.
Like, it's just literally my job.
Yeah.
So whenever we're going to watch a highlight of Jamin Davis here in just a second, I often stand when you guys are on offense and Cheese and I are getting ready in case we are needed, or when the defense is on the field, we stand kind of on the far side and we watch this sack by Jamin Davis. So when we're watching this right here, you will see at one point it parts like the Red Sea. You see J.A., you see Payne, and then boom.
Yeah.
When it parts, did you know that I could literally see right down that part where I was, what are you doing? You're probably chilling, actually getting some hydration. Are you really paying close attention when the defense is out there, or are you kind of chilling, getting ready for the next drive?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to get my mind right, ready for the next drive. Probably just sitting on the bench with Terry and Curtis.
Yeah.
Probably just watching on the Jumbotron. I never really just watch the field.
Yeah.
I always kind of watch on the Jumbotron, so I'm kind of like a little second behind. But this sack was big for us.
When you see a dude like that.
Yeah.
Let's just say, now we're very thankful Jamin's on our side.
Right.
But what goes through your head when somebody like that's coming at you, dog? Tell you what goes through my head. I'm out.
Yeah.
This is it.
Me?
I was like, this is how it happens.
Yeah, I'm probably just trying to find the ground as quick as possible. As fast as possible.
Coach Nate Katzer calls it a soft place to land.
Yeah.
And I was like, Coach, I think I'm from that camp too, man. You see somebody coming like that, and here's the deal. You have the skills where you probably could put a little shake on something.
Yeah.
I think I would either tear everything in my body if I tried to put a little shake on something, or break everything in my body if I was about to be hit by that dude.
Yeah.
Coach asked me one time about, hey, potentially running fake punts down the line. This is back in off season. Hey, what do you like? Do you like running? Do you like passing? I was like, let me throw the ball. I do not want to run. I hung that up a long time ago, man. Now, I will say, whenever we're playing neighborhood football, like I got 3 kids and my son, our oldest, we love playing neighborhood football.
Yeah.
Dude, I look pretty good playing against those 7-year-olds, bro. Like, when they throw it high, I can moss on some of the kids, you know, like I got to go in a little bit. And I'm not too proud because I watch you guys do it all day. I just want a little taste.
Right.
And sure, it probably doesn't look good on some like Ring camera doorbells or whatever, but I like to get my fix in, man.
You put the wheels on the kids.
Just a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay, so this year, it has been a lot of fun watching you, Curtis, and Terry. Curtis has made some crazy plays.
Yeah.
Now we're looking at a highlight of Curtis's touchdown. How worth it is it? You know you put 6 points on the board, but you absolutely get smacked.
Yeah.
Do you know the smack is coming? And just how worth it is it, man?
Okay,
big opportunity for a team answer right here.
Yeah. So right here, if you look at this play, right?
Yeah.
I got an inside route, and like you slow it down. Yeah. Go back more.
Oh, this is full film breakdown. Jahan,
if you slow down, you can see me right here, right? So I have a
it.
perfect view of what is about to happen.
Oh, you saw it.
I saw it coming.
Were you like heads up?
I didn't.
No.
I couldn't even, it happened so fast.
It was kind of loud in there too, man.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It happened so fast. And I like as soon as he got hit, I'm like, oh my gosh. I like stopped myself. I was like, I hope he gets up.
Have you ever seen the movie The Replacements?
No, I've never seen it.
Okay, so it's a little bit old school, but it's a must watch.
Yeah.
And Keanu Reeves, he takes a shot from a linebacker and he lays there and he goes, I'm just going to lie here a moment and collect my thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
Now, is that pretty often when you get smacked? It's just like, okay, I got the touchdown. We're on the board. I'm just going to take a sec here before we get up because you got to do it all over again.
For sure. Yeah, I'm definitely going to just take a minute, lay on the ground there, look at the ceiling, look at the lights in the stadium.
Yeah.
Just take it all in for a second.
Yeah. Dude, that is I dig the breakdown because you talked about you, Curtis, Terry, you guys all sitting on the bench. And I just think, obviously, I'm very biased.
Yeah.
But watching you three out there, I mean, you guys are so nasty in a good way. Like, it's just so fun to watch that. Is that just a cool vibe, you guys sitting there? It's like, hey, at any point when we turn this on and we get going, there's no way they have enough dudes to cover us. You guys kind of feed off each other in that way, especially like us trying to mount a comeback and get things going like that.
For sure. You know, it's so hard for teams to play against us because we have me, Terry, and Curtis. Like, we can all go out there and at any point in the game we can make a play.
Dude.
Literally, it's crazy. So it's pretty awesome playing with those two guys.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to it.
Dude, and speaking of you making a play, my friend, you're catching some tugs, man.
Yeah.
Tugs is a touchdown. Kind of old
Right.
school. I don't know. I know this your rookie year, kind of catching up to some lingo.
Yeah.
And I'm one of the older cats around, so forgive me if I start having some super old school stuff on you. Some of these plays that you make, man. Now, Mike Bracken, our head video guy, big Penn State guy.
Yeah.
So he would have me watching Penn State because he likes to pull for my Sooners, so I found myself pulling for the Nittany Lions.
Yeah.
And we would watch you making some plays in college. But, buddy, some of these, this one, is that your butt cheek or your hip you catch it with? Yeah. I mean, like, this, has it always been like this for you? Did you kind of always pride yourself on the acrobatic catches or the one-on-one balls, like throw it up and let's see what happens? Like, please, if you don't mind, take me there.
Yeah, so that all started from a little kid, you know, just going up in the park, just making crazy catches, you know, the catches that you kind of dream about as a little kid. And
I think those catches were made on me as a kid, so I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and just having moments like these are definitely pretty cool. Just going up,
for sure, man,
trying to catch the ball and you don't have it clean, so I'm just putting it right on my hip.
Man. Yeah. That's what I'll talk with Cheese and Joey about every pregame. We'll just look around, like this week in Detroit, we're sitting there and man, they're going crazy, and you just look around and it's like, dude, this is our job, man.
Yeah.
Like, we want to go out and we want to be the best, and it's just such a fun environment and things like that to be a part of. And anytime we are in the red zone, we're looking at your touchdown pass now. Or your touchdown reception, excuse me. Anytime we're in the red zone and you know the number is called, does it feel a little different than any other call?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
For sure. You know, it can be in a 15-play drive. You're out there all 15 plays, running insane routes, dead tired. But you're in the red zone, you hear your number called, you're not tired anymore.
That's crazy. That's a great fun fact right there, dude. I love that.
You're not tired anymore. You get that second wind of energy and you're just ready to go make a play.
Yeah, man. It's just I'm sure there's a teammate that we have, which we might potentially talk about a little bit later. I know for some fantasy owners, the touchdown catches are also pretty important. You got any buddies or like really close teammates, family friends that follow you super close and that dig all the stats and love talking shop and things like that?
Yeah, for sure.
That's the best, man.
Yeah, I got my one friend who lives with me right now. He picked me up on fantasy, and before I leave every game every week, he's like, "Yo, I need points this week. Like I need you to produce. I need it."
Yeah.
So
you're like, hey, thanks a lot, bro. I'm just hoping to have a great game. You know, keep the ball rolling here. But yeah,
right. Like no good luck, nothing. I need fantasy points. That's what he tells me every week.
Oh, so. I love it. Well, dude, I think that we should go down the rabbit hole in fantasy just a little bit more. But it is time for our Grubhub delivery of the week, and Cheese should be here by now. Where is Cheese?
I'm late, guys.
Welcome, Cheese.
Thanks for having me, finally.
Welcome, Cheese.
All right. For my Grubhub delivery of the week, I'm going to present to you guys the one and only Logan Thomas. Welcome back, Logan. First touchdown back.
He's back.
Let's get to it.
Monster of a man.
Huge play.
The dude is massive. I feel like all the fans getting to watch things like that, they don't quite understand just how big that dude is in real life.
Right. No,
Jahan,
for
I
sure.
love you as a red zone target. That dude's up there in height, wingspan,
Everything.
probably some ups as well. Yeah. I think between the two of you, I think it's looking promising, man. Yeah. Also, too, just a buttery smooth voice.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really
Such a nice
underrated.
guy.
I feel like if there was, I just watched the episode of Seinfeld, but the those old like charitable call-in things, the telethons, I think there where you call in and give money. I feel like if you were to get him on the other end of the phone, he could raise buku bucks with his sultry, smooth, buttery voice. But yeah, Cheese, we were talking a little bit about some fantasy stuff,
That's right.
and Jahan said that his current roommate, good buddy,
Yep.
always encourages him to have a good game strictly selfishly for his fantasy team. I mentioned to Jahan that there's somebody on our team that also has Jahan as a receiver. Cheese, do you know who that could be?
That person happens to be me, and I mistakenly made the decision to not have him in my starting lineup week one.
Week 1, 2 tugs.
But after having those 2 touchdowns,
You're
we made a
convinced.
change. I made a coaching decision to put him in the lineup.
Are you both the coach and the GM, or do you seek out help from somebody else, or do you kind of look up some blogs and different things like that?
I pretty much just go all personal guessing game.
Ride or die, man.
Yeah, that's a
let it
wise
ride.
decision.
Yeah.
I like
you,
that.
coach.
Yeah, that's smart, Cheese.
But
You have nobody else to blame.
no,
I respect that, man.
and I do not regret having Jahan in this week.
Jahan, this is a true story. Whenever you scored the touchdown this weekend, Cheese looked at me and he goes, "It's a touchdown for
I
old
gave him
Cheese."
the thumbs up. The old-
I was just like, "Yep." And then we were headed out to the field. So just so you know, it's the game within the game.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But yeah, selfishly, I'm disappointed, but I'm glad that you finally proved to Cheese after week 1. Like, come on, bro, you got to
Come
throw
on,
me.
Cheese.
There it is, man.
I won't let you down, man.
All right, boys, we got a new segment here on Hang Time. This segment is called "You Posted That" by Zoomph. We are going to go through a series of photos here, of which we could come up with captions, memes. We have unbelievable dirt moving forward on people moving forward. These are people we know, people that we love, that are on our team that we will be able to hopefully roast, and it's a total surprise. So our first photo of
Oh,
yeah.
the one and only.
I mean, it's
Yep.
rightly so, the guest
Yep.
of honor.
Yeah.
I already tried with one movie on you, Jahan, and I apologize because the replacements, that could be a little bit of a stretch. Now, this one, highly recommend if you've never seen it. It is up there for one of the better thrillers of all time. Have you ever seen the movie Seven
Never seen it.
with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt?
Never
good
seen
one.
it.
Hear me out. It is in the category of must watch.
Oh yeah.
Okay? Dude, we got a lot of traveling.
Right.
I need you to do me a favor. Seek it out, download it, rent it, come back to me. But there's a very important part of that movie where Brad Pitt says, "What's in the box?" So I'd like to know, buddy, that is a massive to-go order. Also, before we start roasting Jahan, ball's high and tight.
Yeah.
He's still
Always
got,
there.
you can't take the game out of the
Ball
man.
security.
He's carrying food for his teammates, rookie duties. I'm not sure if sun's in his eyes or whatever's going on, but the ball is still high and tight. I ask you, like Brad Pitt and Seven, Jahan, what's in the box?
You know, shout out to Aspirin Pub. You know, best wings. in
Wings.
Aspirin.
Oh, yeah.
You know, gotta
Oh yeah,
Gotta
man.
get 'em.
Oh
Yeah.
heck yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a little bit of everything? Has everybody got their own
Yeah.
little special order? Is it feed the masses? What is it?
Hey, we got a little bit of Double Down in there. Buffalo.
Double down, big double
Old
down.
Bay.
Old Bay.
Oh yeah, we got a little bit of everything. So
Okay.
gotta get the guys right.
Jahan, I did get word that Grubhub is still hiring. So based off that, if you ever look for another job, I got you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Dude, do you know what fans would do if you rolled up delivering their to-go orders while still carrying high and tight? Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Now we
Oh,
move
wow.
on to Dihani. I don't know if I'm scared. I don't know if I'm
he looking
Sleepless? I don't know if I'm petrified. What are you looking at, Cheese?
I don't know.
He's
Maybe he's
staring
looking at
into
us.
our soul.
He's looking at us over there on our practice field.
Yeah, he's probably
I have
thinking,
no idea.
What are those specialists doing, man?
It's like, does Tress have sneakers on?
I do.
He does.
Whenever I have just my holding days where all I do is hold, I don't. Guys, I'm so sorry to disappoint you. I don't punt every day. I just don't. So the days that I'm doing field goals, or it's a big field goal day, I'm just holding. And the secret's out. I wear tennis shoes out onto the field, and so
that's a
but
blessing.
Once again, man, I don't have to shake anybody. I
Right.
don't have to carry the ball high and tight.
Yeah.
And the second I do, I will not be wearing tennis shoes. So, yeah, Diami, he's got I don't know if it's a little creeper or what there, but oh
no.
yes.
Oh, no.
Is that kinda a duck face?
It's getting there. You know, it's giving duck face. It is.
Did you used to watch wrestling as a kid?
I did.
Are you trying to do The Rock?
Oh, I don't know what I'm.
I don't know if that's
there.
The Rock, the people's eyebrow. I don't know.
I got to get that down. Take
I mean,
it down
that
from wherever it is. I don't know what
It's
that
out
is.
now.
Hell
We've
yeah,
got
it's-
it's on
yeah.
hang time.
We got it.
I'm sorry.
It's all
And you are welcome here, but like I said, this is a total surprise. This is a new segment. But oh yeah, Kurt,
wow.
the transformation between the picture on the left and the picture on the right,
It's crazy.
and I feel like the hand motion
Right.
that just sets the tone as well. I don't. Can you tell what logo that is in the pocket on the plaid tee? Is that Hollister?
Ooh.
I feel like I may
That
own
is
that
Hollister.
same shirt, to be honest with you.
You have the same
I
shirt.
think I might have back in middle school.
You guys play NBA 2K at all?
I don't.
I do not.
So like in NBA 2K, like there's these things called VC. It's basically money, right?
Okay.
It's a currency in 2K, and you can buy like clothes, and as your player levels up, you get more VC. You can buy things. So it seems like
No
we
VC
went
to
from,
a lot of VC.
We went from no
Right.
VC to
That's a no.
millions of
For sure.
VC.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, we got
Which is
the-
weird too, because he's really just in a plain white tee, but yet he looks so much better.
Right,
on the
right. It's the glasses, the
Oh, yeah.
tattoos. You know,
Now his mouth is kind of slightly open.
Right,
Right. He's
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of, I don't care, but I care.
Right.
It kind of makes it look cool.
he's feeling himself a little bit.
Now,
yeah.
see, this is okay.
Right.
This was really cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Why did you show the teeth at the camera? I saw you do that on the field. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's a power move.
Right. Yeah. You know,
It just happened, didn't it?
it just happened
Isn't that crazy?
in the moment.
I know.
WWE champion.
Everybody made you give a speech.
Yeah.
Speech was phenomenal.
It was
by the
great.
way.
Great
Yeah.
speech.
Appreciate
Jahan,
that.
big team guy,
Yeah.
solid.
Man, I just want to thank y'all for bringing me in. Y'all like family to me. Love y'all boys. Let's get another dub this week.
What are you gonna do with the belt, man?
Right now, it's
You don't
still,
have to pass it on, do you?
No, I don't have to pass it on. Thank
Heck
God.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to
yeah.
keep that.
That'd be a travesty.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one to keep. That's just a good flex for later on, like whenever you're like 50 or 60 years old.
Yeah.
If that's the only trophy you keep, just the belt.
The belt.
No idea.
Show up to family barbecues just strapped over. Does that say 2022 rookie of the year? Pops, it's 2065. What's going on, man? Oh, all right, man. Who posted that? Presented by Zoomph. Good time. Sadly, Cheese, appreciate you stopping in with the Grubhub.
Oh, well, I got another delivery anyway.
Still on the clock. I love
I
it.
got to get back to work, guys.
The cheese is always
cheese.
working.
Yeah.
Cheese, see you later, man.
Safety first.
Cheese is tough to beat. I think he's dude,
Extremely.
I think he's gonna be okay, man. Jahan, we gotta talk just a little bit of I said we were gonna talk some ball, we're gonna talk some other stuff, we're gonna talk a little life. You have to understand, as a Oklahoma Sooner,
Right.
I am very pro blue blood programs. I love the big dogs,
Yep.
the powerhouses, the big stadiums, the environments. Cheese even told me #1 environment his college career, a wideout at Penn State. Your career at Penn State, when we drafted you, they would always keep showing your one-handed catch.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. When something like that takes place, in the moment, do you know that was it. I just did it. Or has it happened so fast that it's not till later on you see it on SportsCenter or something like that? It was like, oh my gosh, there it was.
In that moment, after I make that catch, I'm like, I can't believe I just did that. like no joke, I kid you not. It was like the crazy part about it was against Ohio State.
Oh yeah.
It's basically our whiteout. It's COVID year, but it's basically our whiteout. That's our biggest
For
game
sure.
of the year.
Oh yeah.
And I just go up there and I make this catch that I've been doing as a kid in my bedroom, just throwing the ball up to
Our
myself.
childhoods were significantly different. It seems like the
100%.
plays you were making versus the plays out, like a routine ground ball at shortstop. I was pretty good at a routine ground ball now. These catches you're talking about making, man.
Yeah.
This also brings up a good point. When we were looking at the highlight there, I kind of forgot, but I wanted to ask you about it. Number 5.
Yeah.
Did it cross your mind that you wanted to be 5 here?
Yeah.
It did.
It did. I'm not gonna lie. It definitely crossed my mind. And I'm not.
Nope. I want it all because
All right,
I wanted to know
You want it all?
what were.
Okay.
I mean,
so-
what are the talks here? Are you going to bring me some wings every Friday if I give you 5, or
Okay,
if I would have given you
if
5?
you wanna
Like,
give me
yeah,
five.
yeah.
I would have did anything. And I heard, I'm like, what numbers are available? Please tell me 5 is available. They're like, no, our punter has 5.
Jahan, you didn't know who the punter for the Washington football team was at the time. Washington football
yeah.
team. Now the Commanders.
Yeah,
That's
I had
okay,
no
bud.
idea.
I'm just kidding.
I had no
That'd be
idea.
kind of creepy if you did.
Right, yeah, for sure. But then I was like, all right, whatever. You know, I didn't think about it anymore. Then I met you, and I realized, like,
I'm just going to challenge him to a fight and take it from him. I know what you were thinking.
I was like,
You were eyeballing me first couple weeks. You're like, this freaking dude's got 5. Yeah, come on.
I was like, all right, he has 5, and he deserves it. He's, I have to say this, Tress.
Uh-oh.
You are the funniest person on the team.
Come on.
I give you that crown.
Come on.
You're the funniest person on the team.
I'll take some of that.
I
I'll take
definitely
some of
give you
that.
that.
Absolutely.
So I was like, he's worthy of the 5.
just because I'm funny, I get 5 has nothing to do with my play on the field.
No, it has nothing to do with that. Like, not at all.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take that. That's pretty sweet.
The play is like a plus. But since you're like extremely hilarious, you're worthy of the 5.
You understand now, every episode moving forward, I have to bring my A game on hang time. Otherwise, it's going to be like, this dude's the funniest on the team. That's not a very funny freaking team.
Right, yeah.
I
Hold you to
appreciate
a high
that, man.
standard. Yeah,
I appreciate that. So,
course.
what's really common is if a first round pick is coming in or a free agent comes in from another team and they want a certain number,
Yeah.
they typically have an exchange of some sort.
Right.
Now, my question for you would be, if I was to give you a couple of options, if you were to have number 5,
Yeah.
would you take something like, hey, I want you to bring me a cup of coffee from my favorite coffee shop every morning, each morning, for as long as we play together? Would you commit to something like that to have the number 5, or would you rather ball out a number 1?
Not gonna lie to you, I would probably go get you coffee every morning.
If you forgot, I'm freaking taking 5 right back. One time. If you forgot the coffee, or you got the order wrong,
Yeah.
or there was some excuse, I don't care. You better get me. I go to bed at night thinking about my coffee, man. I'm a dad. I am ready to get some coffee in the morning. But I've always wanted to know that.
Yeah,
I was like,
for
I've never
sure.
asked you, and I figured this is a perfect time. We'll ask on any time, man.
For
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
I just knew it was a very common thing, and I actually had some buddies texting me like, dude, first round pick was 5 in college, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's like maybe a golf membership
Right.
at a pristine golf club in the area. I don't know. I let the wheels turn a little bit, but you didn't even ask. But
didn't
now
even
that I
ask.
know I just deserve 5, then that's just even better.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. So let's talk a little bit of rookie year in detail. That night, getting drafted. First of all, congrats. That is sweet.
Appreciate it.
Rest of your life, first round pick. Can't take it away from you, bro. When you showed up for OTAs and we're in workouts and you get to meet Carson and the rest of the receiving core and you're kind of seeing how things go in the NFL, what did you think of that slight little jump, just because I remember the pressure of playing at a big school in college.
Yeah.
You lose one game and you can almost kiss your national championship hopes goodbye. Yeah.
For sure.
Conference championship, national, whatever it may be. the pressure of the NFL, even in practice, of the constantly evaluated, learning schemes, learning defenses, things like that. How's that been for you, man?
Yeah, so when I first got here and Coach Drew first gave me the playbook and we're just going over it, I went back home that night and I thought to myself, like, I'll probably never play in the NFL.
Oh
like,
my
this
gosh.
playbook is insane. I don't think I'll ever get all of this. Well, you know, as time goes on, it kind of slows down for you.
What does that, man? Is it in practice, seeing it like in person versus just reading it or seeing it on the iPad?
Yeah, for sure.
That's interesting, man.
Yeah.
See, in my playbook, I have punt left and I have punt right. And that's just kind of, that's, and sometimes I can't even handle that. Sometimes I hit it the wrong direction and all the guys bail me out. But yeah, dude, I bet that is quite a transition, man. Yeah.
No, it was, because especially coming from Penn State, we were a big no huddle team, signals, like everything was hand signal to us. So I come into the NFL and I get a huge playbook and it's all these words, all these calls that the quarterback's going to say in the huddle. And I'm like, what is this? This is like Chinese to me.
It is, man. I know.
Crazy.
Every once in a while, I reach up and grab Taylor or Carson's call sheet in front of it. They sit in the row right in front of us in team meeting. I think that one of the plays is longer than some of the books I've read in my life. I mean, it's just like, oh my! And then you add like the checks or the kill this or that. I mean, holy smokes, man!
It's crazy.
It is, dude.
It's complex.
It is fun though. Like, especially hearing it coming from you with your first year into it, isn't it just way different than you thought? Like, you're like, oh sweet, all right, I'm drafted, I'm getting to play pro, I'm getting to do my dream. Man, it is so much more like in depth and like so much than what people typically think.
Yeah, just so much behind the scenes work. Like you have no idea. Like even today, like it's an off day, but it's not even an off day.
Yeah.
You know, you don't in college you had school to worry about. Then you'd go to practice, but it's just football. And
ball.
It's just ball. It's literally your job. Like sometimes I forget that. Like this is my job. This is what I do. So I gotta be on my P's and Q's every single day.
Yeah. So you talk about a bunch of the stuff like behind the scenes. Is it not crazy? So we obviously had training camp, really intense. Fans are out there having a great time. Then you get to preseason. You kind of start to get a little bit of the vibe, start to feel a little bit. But then all of that building up to that season opener in week 1, and this year we got to do it here.
Yeah.
Is that not just such a heavy fun, but like just all this energy built up and bam, like leads to one game. I mean, that is something for me every single year. I mean, I'm in year 9, week 1, you never get used to it. It's just like, man, here we go again. And it's just all this excitement and all the offseason moves, the draft picks, last year's done. We're moving on to a next year. What did you make of, like, you talk about all the behind the scenes leading up to just that boom first game, and what was it like for you, man?
Yeah, it was a dream come true. Like I remember we were in pregame warm up and they were telling me I was going to have to run out the tunnel when the starters were called.
That's right.
And I was like, all right, this won't be really a big deal at all.
Did you plan what you were going to do?
I didn't. I had no idea what to expect. Like, no idea. And then I'm standing in the tunnel.
Dude, you got a good scream from the fans too, man.
Yeah, it was pretty good. The guy tapped me on my shoulder. He's like, you ready? I was like, all right. I start jogging out there. And the smoke just comes. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. And then I see everyone. And it was crazy. It was like, this is what I've been working for all my life.
Absolutely, cool. Man. Absolutely. A little bit of the I guess I kind of want to ask you about a little bit of the first year rookie stuff.
Yeah.
It has been so fun just knowing you being a good dude.
Yeah.
Being a very hard worker. You came in as a first round pick, and I've been very impressed with your humility, dude. You came in, and I know you guys have an awesome receiver room, and you got Carson as our leader and quarterback. But, dude, I've just been very impressed with how you've handled yourself. How has it been in terms of, okay, I'm in the league, I'm here to ball, and now I'm balling? Like, 2 tugs in the first game, another touchdown in the second game. Does it just – so, like, for me, I know you don't want to hear this, but the first drive of the game, whenever we punt,
right?
Obviously, everybody's ticked off. I'm ticked off. I have to go punt.
Right.
But when it happens on the first drive, it's like all of that energy, adrenaline, boom, it gets flushed out.
Yeah.
First drive of the game.
Yeah.
And then you kind of get like settled in. Now you have a much different position and talking season long, but man, like we're talking about a couple of cool, rookie records that are out there and just like you bursting onto the scene. Like how has that been in terms of, you mentally, you emotionally, and how you approach it now moving forward?
Yeah. It's definitely been pretty cool. To be able to do these things, especially with the group of guys that we have.
Yeah,
so it makes it fairly easy for me to just go out there and do my job. But I just approach every situation the same, and I just want to make the most of it.
Yeah, dude.
That's kind of how I always been. I always say this: I never get too high or too low on things. I kind of just want to make the most of every situation.
So you guys watching and listening may be thinking, okay, Jahan, that was just like your perfect, typical professional athlete answer. Hand to God, that is exactly how he is. Just even keel, not get too high, not get too low, humble, keep grinding. Dude, your guys, that receiving core we have, this has just been so fun to watch, like with you guys. And I've just been very impressed. Like I said, I'm super biased. So when me and Cheese and Joey were standing over there watching some of these catches that you make, using the hip, and I don't doubt it because we just saw you carrying a bunch of freaking wings and you still got the ball tucked in. I'm just starting to think, should I tie a ball to my foot and walk around? Maybe what if punts got better, dude? Like it has been fun watching you come in. It's been fun watching you make plays. The best kept secret though, but obviously you guys see just how truly valuable he is on the field. I kind of pride myself on having some punts that typically mess with some returners, and I'm a lefty. I think they say in Australia that the toilets spin the opposite way.
Okay.
So I like to think, my big claim to fame was Devin Hester when I was in Chicago right out of college. Devin Hester hated catching my punts.
Really?
And that's when I thought, all right, I might be onto something. And so if arguably the greatest returner in history hates catching these punts,
Yeah.
Jahan comes in first day of OTAs and I'm all jacked up, got the adrenaline going, and I'm ripping off some nukes to these guys. And this freaking dude doesn't drop one ball. Just like, oh, I got it over his head. No, I don't. Catch. So I know you're still back there catching every week, but that is one of my favorites. You are super smooth, man.
Appreciate it, man.
I gotta give credit where credit's due. You might have me working on some new punts. If I can throw you for a loop, I might be onto something. So here, Jahan, at Hang Time, we have quite the team that gives me the information that most people don't know. Found out you had a pretty interesting college roommate.
Yeah.
Who might that be?
Michael Parsons.
He's pretty good.
He is pretty good. Yeah.
So when you get drafted in the first round by us, little exchange there?
Yeah, for sure. I actually, as soon as I got drafted, I got a FaceTime call. It was Micah Parsons.
How about that?
And he's like, you got to see me twice a year, man.
You have to see me twice.
You have to see me twice a year. And I'm thinking, like, I just played with you at Penn State. Like, do you not remember what I was doing to you on those practice fields?
I love it, man.
Like,
I wish I could say the same thing. See, that just the trash talk like that with buddies. I get like pictures from my friends of like me and some weird unflattering shot of me and holding a ball, and I'm like, they're like, hey man, you're looking great. Not see, you guys are like, bro, you remember I used to shake you all the time. But
right.
that is one that is for me too. It is so fun, like when you have old college teammates and old college buddies and you guys come across each other and then getting to play in the NFL and like living dreams out.
It's like pretty cool. It's definitely pretty
cool.
So
he FaceTimed you right after you got drafted.
Like I'm talking like not even 30 minutes after I got drafted.
I love that.
It was definitely a pretty cool moment.
The NFC East, man.
Yeah.
Those are obviously we're going to get to see here real soon. That rivalry is something else, man.
Is it?
That is a fun one to be a part of, dude.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And our first time, obviously, we're going there first. And when Washington comes to town, they get a little rowdy. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. So I also learned from our team here at Hang Time that bit of a gamer.
Yeah.
So I put my sticks down with the N64. You familiar with that, Jahan?
I have no idea what that is.
How about that?
Yeah.
The N64.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I could talk a lot of trash to you in many areas of life. I could confidently say that I would wax you in Mario.
That's a bold statement.
Not on the Wii.
Okay.
We're talking on the N64. You don't even know what this controller looks like,
No, I
man.
have
It's
no
like an
idea.
upside down W, the joystick. You have the Z button, I believe, on the back. You got these arrows in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you like to play, man?
I play a lot of PS5. I'm on the PS5 right now. Always been a PlayStation guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So
What game in particular?
right now, I'm big Call of Duty.
Okay.
Warzone specifically.
Okay.
Play a little bit of Madden.
Yep.
Shout out Camp Sims.
Okay.
Has played him about 10 times now. Has not beat me once, but
So about 10 times, and Cam Sims has beat you 0.
yeah, you can.
Cam Sims has not beaten
Yeah.
Jahan and Madden.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your Madden rating, man?
70. I don't know. It was too low.
So at the time Madden came out, we should not go with the progressive rankings because I think they change them.
You're right.
Like it can change. So I'm pretty sure it would be significantly higher now. But I guess there's 2 things I could talk trash to you on. I got you on the Madden rating, man.
You got me on the Madden rating.
I think I started 82 or 83.
Oh.
Jahan, you know, if you really put your head down and you work hard, and you stay humble, you keep running your routes, and you
Right.
keep catching your passes.
Yeah.
I think one day that you will climb. But yes, I was at 82. But
You're like top 10 on the team right now.
listen, man, I take my Madden rating very seriously now. The only and a lot of people always talking about the Madden rating. The first thing I do when that Madden rating comes out, I go on, I look at the kick power. Because I guarantee you, every kicker and punter across the league, it's like, oh, the Madden rating is cool. We all go look. What do they think my power is?
Right.
So as long as my power's up high, which it was pretty high still.
Oh, yeah?
Just trying to keep it up high, man. But I'm serious. You know, just keep pulling those tugs in and keep working hard. That Madden, don't get discouraged. Let it fuel you. I can, if you'd like, I could daily remind you that I had a higher Madden rating whenever it came out. And
Right.
you can be like, oh man, funniest guy on the team, number 5. He's got my number. I'll just keep practicing. I'll get up there. I may take that one to my grave, dude. As your career goes on and you become the 99 guy, I'd be like, yeah, but I remember in 2022, sure, he's got that belt. That's really cool. But
Yeah.
I did have the Madden. Yeah. Dude, speaking of games, we do like to finish hang time a certain way here. It's called 3 and out. I know you don't like 3 and outs.
Yeah.
And I don't like 3 and outs, but I'm on the back end of 3 and outs. I do have to punt the ball, as we've talked about many times. How this works, Jahan, is I'm going to give you a trivia question, and this particular question is going to have 5 answers. You don't have to name all 5. You just have to give me 3. And seeing that you are a gamer, typically we give the guest of honor a minute. Today I might go 30 seconds. just I've got a feeling that this dude kind of talked about his P's and Q's. He might know some trivia.
I like the challenge.
So Jahan, I'm going to ask you this question, and then you will have 30 seconds. You only got to give me 3 of the 5, but it's 3 and out for a reason. You got to give me 3. There are 5 college football programs that have won the AP National Championship, the National Championship, that have the word state in their university name. Go.
Penn State.
Yes.
Ohio State.
Yes.
Oklahoma State. No.
No, Oklahoma State, no way.
Yeah, no way.
Oklahoma has many a times.
State.
All right.
State.
20 seconds in. You got about 10 more. Something state. You name 2 quick ones. 5, 4, 3.
Not Georgia.
Oh, the time is up. Jahan. Usually we let it go for a minute. That's my bad. That was a total jerk move. You were kind of freaking me out with all the game talk.
Oh my God, I can't believe I just blanked.
Dude, it's tough. They call it the hot seat.
Yeah.
And when you're in the hot seat,
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
That's crazy.
you got Florida State.
Florida State.
Here's a tricky one. Kind of tricky because nobody calls them this. Louisiana State.
LSU.
LSU. Most people just say LSU.
Yeah.
And then I think Cheese would be pretty bummed. I'm almost positive the last one was Michigan State.
No
back
way.
in the day. I think so, man. I think it was. I think it was way back. I can double check. I'll double check for you.
Yeah.
I'll put it in your locker along with the picture of our Madden ratings for your motivation this week as we get ready to play Philly, man.
We need it.
Dude, week 1, guest number 1 was number 1. Jahan, I thoroughly enjoyed this, man.
Thank you.
It was fun getting to chill and chat with you. Thank you for coming on to Hang Time. Let's go take care of Philly, man.
Yeah.